It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And it's all up next.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the page has been turned here in Green Bay, coming off a disappointing end to 2022 and a sub-500 finish. Let's set the quarterback position aside. What needs to happen for the Packers to get back to the NFC playoffs?
Everyone is going to look at that quarterback position that you just mentioned. But the bottom line is there's a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball. I believe they have 8 first-round draft choices on the roster. They have to play to that level to get Green Bay back in form.
And then for the visiting Saints, most people might not realize this. You talk about defenses against the pass last year. The Eagles' Super Bowl team, they were number 1, but coming in at number 2, these New Orleans Saints.
Remember, they're led by a defensive-minded head coach, and he plans really well on that side of the ball. Want to see if they can continue that and find some firepower moving the ball on offense.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lambeau. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay is giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
Off the play fake, Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Zach Bowen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Love now. Open man is Musgrave, and he's got it. And they have a 1st down and right into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's do our thing. Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half. And as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Carr to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Carr. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Completion left side to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game